The Monopoly board behind me is one I actually own. It's a 300, because I saw you did the Scrabble thing. And I was like, oh, well, I got a Monopoly thing.
Yeah.
It's a $300 Monopoly board that my wife bought for me for Christmas one year because I am a fucking weeaboo autistic faggot for Monopoly.
Really?
I love Monopoly. I don't know why. I'm like the only guy I know.
Oh, it takes so long to play.
That's why I like it. I don't like games that end in 10 minutes. I want a good marathon. And it only takes an hour or two, really. Especially if it's like a one-on-one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever played one-on-one.
Well, that's the thing. I made my wife play. She loves any board game, video game, card game. So she just likes playing games. So I was like, I love Monopoly. So we played a shit ton. And yeah, I'm almost embarrassed. I hide it under my bed. I'm like embarrassed that I'm such a fucking autistic weirdo for Monopoly. That this board behind me, it has gold hotels, gold houses. All the pieces are gold, not real gold, but like a heavy piece of metal that is painted gold. Like all the cards are really like made of expensive paper.
Called some sort of edition or something.
Luxury edition. Monopoly. It's like the middle piece right there is leather, and like you roll the dice in it, and there's little like wooden borders that keep the die in there. It has drawers that pop out that have the money in them. It's its own like entire stand. Like this, it's like a box from the side. You see these like tiny little table legs. And it fucking you keep the deeds in this like leather book that like puts all the deeds in it. Dude, it's luxury Monopoly. It's the most luxurious thing I own other than my fucking giant
How many
TV.
times have you played it?
A good amount, especially when I first got it. We played it all the fucking time because I had to touch it. It was like the brand new like wood and leather. It's because all wood and leather, the whole fucking thing.
You didn't start fights or anything?
It's hard not to in Monopoly.
That's what I'm saying. Like Monopoly is such a.
Me and my wife would get into fights like
buying up all the properties or whatever.
Not basically, but like if I was winning by a lot, and like I had a shit ton of properties, monopolies, and hotels and all the shit.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Hey, I want to trade you this one property for like this obviously better property of yours," which to help the game move along you would do so that she can play it. But I'm just like, nope. Have fun rolling them dice. You're gonna come around the board. I had a piece of property on like every part of the board.
Yeah.
I was like, just keep rolling. I don't need your shitty fucking properties. I'm gonna bleed you dry. You're gonna have no fucking money, and you're gonna give me those properties anyway. And we had like a 2-day blowout fight over this because she's just like, I don't understand why you just. I don't even want to fucking play. Because then I'm like, whoa, you're a fucking baby. You're not gonna play now just because I'm destroying you. That's real fun.
Oh boy.
So yeah, it has caused fights.
Yes.
Absolutely. Especially because I'm a competitive person, and I'm like, if you're gonna keep playing games with me, I can't have you be like this weakling that I have to tug along and make sure you can keep playing because you suck. I'm gonna beat your ass until you get better at it, and then you beat me. That's how things work.
I think it's Monopoly, but I want to say like I didn't watch the video, but there's like a Monopoly strategy or something like that where it's like you win every time. Like Monopoly is almost figured out if you know this strategy.
I have never seen the video, but I can imagine it's literally buy everything you land on, and
I should have. I wish I saw.
And you have to be playing where if you land on free parking, you get money. You have to play that way, or else it's not fun. It's like the way we play. I put $500. Nothing. Free parking, technically.
It's just a free space.
It's just a space where, like, later in the game when everything's taken over, you land on free parking. You're like, oh, thank God, I don't have to pay someone $1,000 fucking dollars. But the way I play, the way I was raised to play, is you put $500 in the middle, and every time someone lands on like luxury tax or gets a chance card that says pay, all that money goes in the middle, and whoever lands on free parking gets the whole shebang.
Oh.
And sometimes nobody lands on it for the whole fucking game, and then they win the game when they land on it, basically, because there's like $500,000 fucking dollars in the middle. And that's when it's like, if you're not the one who landed on it, you're like, this rule is retarded. Who thought of this?
Are you always the banker?
No, never. I hate being the banker. I'm the deed guy always. I like handing out the deeds for my little leather booklet.
So she has to be the banker too?
She likes being the banker. It works out. We both like what we do in Monopoly. We just hate what the other person does. I'm only used to the opposite of like, we'll play Mario Party or something, and I'm like, you're the only one with a star, and I got 50 coins. I want to steal your star.
Yeah.
You're the only one that has it. I have to steal from you. And she's like, are you fucking kidding me? You're a fucking asshole. The fuck's your problem? Oh, fuck you. And it's a legitimate fight that we're having now because I'm like, I'm playing the fucking game how you're supposed to play it. I'm not like on your team. There's no teams. We have to, it's, survival of the fittest. If you have a star and I want to steal from you and I got I got to steal, you're the only one with a star. I got to steal from you. And I literally have stopped. Cause it's not worth the fight at all anymore.
I know. Girls are not fun with competition.
I have to just abuse the computer players, or like if we're playing with someone else, like a friend comes over and we're all playing Mario, I have to just I'm gonna kill you. Everything's against you. Every fucking poison mushroom, everything. You're getting all of it because I'm not having a fight with her over this bullshit.
They feel like it's unfair or something. They don't have.
I'm like, if you did it to me, I would be like, oh, you fucking prick. Well, because you're fuck you. But I wouldn't like. This isn't ruining the night. You know what I mean? If you did it to me.
That's the fun of Mario Party is fucking people over.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's fun when they get mad, but not when they don't stop being mad.
And they don't talk to you afterwards. Yeah. And you're like, oh, cool. I'm getting 2 days stonewalled after I beat you in Mario Party. Because, by the way, you fucking suck. That's what I should be saying. I should be saying, yeah, I whooped your ass because you're a little pussy boy. Instead.
Or they get lucky and at the end they get like 2 of the bonus stars and win. And then they're like, yeah, see? It didn't even matter. You're like, oh, you got the fucking luck.
And I act like, oh, it's okay if you just shit on me. That's fine. All right. I forgot. You're the tender one and I'm the brute. Fuck off. But yeah, we were definitely at a point where I've just learned, like, yeah, happy wife, happy life. I'm gonna let you. But not even. It's not even let her win. It's just we're almost on the same team.
Yeah.
To just make sure I don't fuck you over. You're not gonna fuck me over. So it's tit for tat.
What if you just stole coins from her? Does she get mad at that?
Yeah. Literally. Let's say Luigi and Mario have 5 coins each, and she's got 100. I better be stealing for one of those fucking 5-coin losers because it's going to be a problem. I have to.
Oh my God. Yeah. Do you even still play with her?
All the time. Oh. Still, all the time. Because, again, I've learned, like, as long as I just don't, if I just act like she's not there in the game and the other 2 people are who I'm competing against, it's a great time.
It's like Steve's Monopoly game, but for an alcoholic.
Like the Steve Monopoly game that was behind him on TACS BG yesterday?
Yeah.
That was quite the show. That was quite the little show.
I'm so proud of that Monopoly board, although at the same time I'm ashamed of how much of a fucking weirdo I am.
Why?
Because I have a $300 Monopoly board.
That's really yours?
Yes.
You have one of those?
I have one of those.
Like it's all wooden?
Guess you didn't watch.
Guess you didn't watch.
No, I didn't see the whole thing.
By the way, I went home
Excuse us.
yesterday and told my wife we talked about Monopoly and how we fight, and we fought again about the fight.
What are you doing? Why'd you bring it up?
We completely remember it differently. We don't agree about even what the memory is. And we literally fought again.
That's
Not for like a minute, but it like sparked right back up like it happened yesterday.
You could tell you're treading in dangerous waters when you're talking about it,
I almost
right?
want to go home and bring it up again.
Yeah, you can
And be like, I talked
can't.
about it on the show again, and the guys think I'm right.
Yeah.
And it's like, they think, because her whole thing is, sure they think you're right, you tell the story wrong.
They think I'm right when I tell my story.
But according to her, I wasn't doing great. We were at like a stalemate, and instead of trading properties, I was just like, no, I'm going to just keep going until you somehow lose.
Oh.
And, or even worse, when she would offer me something, my offer back would be like, how about instead of me giving you the green property for the pink one, you give me $5,000 and the pink one. And she'd be like, what? That's a retarded trade. Why would I ever do that? I'm like, well, then I'm not trading. So it turns out I might have actually been the asshole in the story completely.
This is the same broad that was naked with you in Seattle, right?
Right.
And you just said, hey, I'm going to go get high outside.
Yep.
I'm going to take her side here.
She probably was right.
I'm going to think she's more accurate than you.
I still think, it's my right as a Monopoly player. If the trades I want to offer are ridiculous and I'm like, I got all day, I'll play this fucking boring ass
War of attrition.
stalemate game until someone just, and not even expecting anyone to quit. I'll just sit there until something happens.
How many other
Until I either land on free parking with a big pile of money or fucking, she just lands enough on my properties where I get lucky. Who knows?
How many properties did you have houses on?
I think we both had nothing. That was the problem.
You
We
were gonna
both had every other person's
So you were going
property,
to
so
try
we
and
couldn't build anything.
$50 boardwalk rent her out of the game.
Yep. Or I might have had one Monopoly, but it was those light blue ones, Connecticut, the shitty ones. So even if
Connecticut,
she landed on
Oriental.
it, the most she paid was $500 or $600.
You sit there with
Is
the
it still called Oriental?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
You sit there with the hotel on Connecticut. That's the expensive light blue.
Yep.
And then she sits there and you're like, 7, 7. And she goes, 8. Fuck!
Isn't
Did you do
8
that?
jail?
What's that?
Isn't 8 jail?
It's visiting. Wait.
No, just visiting.
Oh, just visiting. Yeah, you're right.
You'd have to get a 12 from Vermont Avenue to go to jail. I think.
No, Vermont. Go to jail? You'd have to get a 12 from whatever's right before the orange one. Hold on, I have it right here.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, yeah, there's a Tennessee. A 12 from Tennessee is go to jail.
I thought a 2 from Tennessee is.
got
Oh,
the-
free parking. A 12 from Vermont is here we go. Yeah, show that fucking a 300. When did you order this?
I didn't order it. My wife bought it for me for Christmas
Oh,
2 years ago.
Oh, that's nice. So you could fight. So you could fight in style.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. Go to jail. I got free parking confused with go to jail. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah, look at this.
Boy, that money is fancy money, right?
It's very everything is real hard material. It's hard card stock. There's a leather bound
You
book to
understand
put
what's
the title
frequent-
deeds in.
Can you see what's frequently bought with that? Dolls, you child.
Really?
Look.
Shit.
And
And a different Monopoly board.
I got my husband the $300 Monopoly board and the amusable tomato.
You know what I just saw? Hold on. There's a more expensive one. Son of fuck that. I don't like this one. This one looks shitty.
It looks the same. What's the difference?
This one's just all wood.
What's the other one?
Wood and leather.
Well, I would think wood and leather is more fancy than.
Me too. I don't know why this one's more money.
There's got to be other stuff with it. What's the description?
For gay guys who like Monopoly too much, that are totally gay. Yeah, this is just the all wooden thing. Mine's got
Oh, I think it's
fancy
got.
metal pieces.
Look, it's got drawers and shit. Does
Mine
yours-
has drawers.
God, you're gay. Yours does. Is yours solid walnut?
Solid. Yeah, look at this shit. This is mine.
Doesn't say solid walnut.
Beautiful wood cabinet with burled veneer panels and decorative metal plaques.
It doesn't see the other one's solid.
Recessed faux leather rolling area. I didn't realize it was faux.
It's faux.
With gold foil stamping, 2 drawers
is
with
faux.
die-cast handles.
Yours is faux. The other one is faux 100 because it comes with walnut. Do you see that?
It is faux 100.
It's faux 100. It comes with walnut.
But yeah, it's got drawers.
Well,
You can have all the same fights on it.
if you play your cards right, maybe your Secret Santa will get you the $400 one.
I better play my cards right.
So this is what Libby does. She just pops back up into her life and adds more work for us.
It's the most expensive Monopoly board game in the world.
Yeah, I don't
go.
have this
In
one.
1988, San Francisco jeweler Sidney Mobile called up Parker Brothers, now a part of Hasbro Inc., for permission to create a gold and jewel-encrusted version of their hit game for the Monopoly tournament in London. He worked every day for a year straight to
Speaking of
make this
which.
$2 million board game.
want
There
that
are
one?
rubies and sapphires decorating the chimneys of solid gold hotels and houses, and
Holy
photo-etched golden chance and community chest cards. The dice feature 42 full-cut diamonds and are estimated to be worth $10,000. The board game features 165
They probably use
gemstones in
actual
total.
money.
The board game has been played
Yeah.
just once and is
I
now
wanna
on
do that.
display.
I wanna play Monopoly
Would you
for
play
money.
it if you could?
Yeah,
I would. I'd play it if I could.
Hey,
By the way, speaking of that Monopoly tournament, I just remembered, actually, when I went to Italy, I'd found out somehow that the Monopoly world champion lived in Italy. Somewhere, I think in Venice when I went, or in Florence.
Either
And I
way.
couldn't find him, but I was going to try to play him.
Were you? Are you really good at Monopoly?
No, I just like it. I like it. I don't know why I like it so much.
Really?
It's my favorite board game.
Monopoly.
Monopoly.
I liked Monopoly growing up.
I was obsessed with the McDonald's Monopoly when that was like two of my favorite things combined.
McDonald's Monopoly was rigged.
I know. That documentary I've watched. I knew it was fucking rigged.
It was completely rigged.
The amount of French
Several
fries I've
times.
eaten and not gotten paid $1 million is fucking bullshit.
I just want to hear an Italian guy say Monopoly.
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 Oh, go to jail. Okay, I'm out of the dentist. Do you really want me to call in? Should I tell her yes? I don't know if I want this. This is probably gonna fucking make me feel bad.
No, but then we can get to the bottom of the story. We'll be able to hear both sides of the argument.
But I told you already, she was right. But she's not. You know what? Because she's going to call in, and I am going to absolutely disagree. Because this is what happened last night. She reminded me of the real story where because I did remember it a little more grandiose on my side than it was. We were more tied than I was winning. But she's definitely going to say something. Yes, call in. All right. This is going to go great.
Oof.
I can't wait till she's on the phone, and the phone call is going to start. Hi, honey. Hey, baby. Hey, hi, lollipop. And a minute in, I'll be like, no, you don't even know what you're talking about.
We don't know yet. Maybe
We don't know yet. You're right.
take your side.
If I go into it with that attitude as well, it's going to happen. So you know what? Fresh start on the whole conversation.
Yeah, maybe we'll just like get a little history of Monopoly beforehand. Just
She definitely remembers way more stuff about me than I do, so she will know more Monopoly stuff than me, probably.
more Monopoly history.
Or just, stuff about me.
You though, there's a video on YouTube of like the Monopoly code or whatever, like how to win every time. It's a certain thing. You should try to watch it just so you just dominate every time.
She better not be on the phone already. Don't tell her that exists.
That's what I'm trying. I've got to get in before.
The Monopoly code, I already know. I am Mr. Monopoly. I already know the Monopoly code. Buy everything and make shitty deals with people.
Is he called Mr. Monopoly or is he Uncle Moneybags?
I think it's Pennybags.
It's Uncle Pennybags?
I think so.
Not Moneybags?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
That's not very rich. Pennybags?
It's Milburn. Milburn Pennybags.
That's it.
There's no uncle?
Rich as Rich Uncle Pennybags.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
his more common known name.
What's your token of choice?
I usually go either for the battleship or the car or the hat. I don't have one token really. I guess it.
Just whatever you're feeling.
Yeah, especially because every different game has a bunch of different ones anyway.
What?
I have like 20 versions, not 20. I have like 5 versions of Monopoly.
Oh, this isn't your only version of Monopoly.
No, what are you, silly?
Why wouldn't you throw the others out? Because you have the ultimate version.
What? Because what if
Are
I
you-
what if I want to play? I have the Simpsons Monopoly.
That's
I actually don't have that one anymore. That one I did throw out. That one was old. Like the piece of shit was missing from
You're
it.
not going to go back to the old Monopoly.
Not the regular one, no. But there's different versions. There's Monopoly Cheaters Edition. There's Monopoly.
Your edition.
No, no. My edition there's one called Monopoly Sore Losers. That one is my edition because basically if
Is
you're
there new rules? to
Yes.
Make it worse. Oh, yeah.
yes, so if you keep getting fucked, basically you get to you cheat.
Oh wow.
Like what happens is if you land on someone else's properties or get like a bad chance card, you get a token and a bad luck token. And if you get 3 bad luck tokens, they give your piece is now this Mr. Monopoly thing that every time you land on someone else's property, they owe you money. Every time, if you land on someone's space that they're already on, you get to steal one of their properties. And there was
Oddly enough, the piece is black. Everything else is silver.
Reparationopoly.
Well, I think Caitlin's on the phone.
Oh, sweetie pie. Honey
Honey
bun.
bun.
Oh, geez.
Hey,
That was sweet.
Hi.
how was
how's
the
it going?
dentist?
Can you hear me?
How was the dentist?
Oh, it was great. They just cleaned my teeth, but I'm good.
Good. All right. Well, I guess we'll just get right to it then. So I told everyone the real story. Why don't you go ahead and lie to everyone about what happened when we played Monopoly 2 years ago or 3? How long ago was it?
The actual story is he's correct. We did actually fight for like 2 entire days about this. And the whole time we left the Monopoly board out, like with all of our pieces of money, like in the living room, like we were going to get over it and finish the game.
I forgot about that.
We were at a stalemate because we bought all of the properties. There were no properties left. And I was like, okay, like let's just keep the game going. And I was trying to make a decent deal of like, I'll trade you a pink for an orange so that we both get monopolies. And Steve was like, yeah, I'll do that if you give me $5,000 also. I'm like, why would I do that? That doesn't make sense. Yes. I'm just trying to keep the game going. And he's like, no, well, I'm trying to win. Why would I make a deal where I don't win? And then we started screaming at each other.
It's pretty much what I said.
No, it's not, because you told me the story, and every time you tell this story, you're like, she just wants me to bend over backwards.
Yeah, that's how you made it sound.
And give her whatever she wants.
And she was giving you bad
trades. Like a day before this, we played with Steve's brother, who is like one of the nicest people ever, and we were like making deals with both of them left and right, and we were both screaming at each other like, well, I made deals with Dale, no problem. Oh, well, I made deals with Dale, no problem, too. It's you're the problem, not Dale. So, yeah.
Yeah. Where am I wrong?
Where am I wrong? Let me count the ways.
So you would like try to make a fair deal and Steve would just say, no, I'm going to like war of attrition you down and we'll just play for 12 more hours as you slowly lose your money. Was that his plan?
Yes. Kind of. He was like, I was just like, okay, let's keep the game going and like give each other monopolies. And he was like, well, no, I want to build
get this commie bullshit out of here.
But I also want to build properties on them. So you have to give me the monopoly and like $5,000 so I can build houses. I'm like, no, I also want to build houses because I'm also trying to bleed you dry. I'm not going to give you $5,000. He's like, well, then there's no deal. Not even like, okay, how about $2,000? Then there's no deal. That was it.
So, I mean, you guys couldn't come to a deal, so you should just keep playing, right? And see who wins, because...
Well, that's exactly why the board sat there for 2 days, Garrett, because we screamed at each other and couldn't make a deal. I think we did actually finish that game, and I don't even remember who won, which means it was probably Steve.
Who do you think?
I don't remember either.
Who do you think quit first, though, like got up? Or was it like what was the final moment before you got up from the board? You know, was it like an offered trade that you wouldn't take and it was like, well, fuck it, I'm going to bed?
I think it was when she said, I'm a big baby, I need to make deals that are only my way, and...
Oh, she got personal?
No. I don't remember.
Say at some point it stopped becoming about Monopoly, and it was like, well, you're just a selfish person. Well, you're selfish because you just want your way, and then it like became a real fight, and we screamed at each other, and then we like sat in silence and watched some movie, and then one of us went to bed. Yeah. We like passive aggressively just stopped playing because we were like done talking to each other.
I wasn't passive. We stopped playing aggressively.
But it's still your favorite game to play?
By far. I fucking love Monopoly. We haven't played in a while because I do get sick of it if we play a bunch in a row.
Yeah.
But it's the one game that I think, like, throughout my entire life, I just like playing it. I don't know. I like the boards. I like the different games.
What game?
No, like the different
spaces.
No, the different like types of board, like the Sopranos Monopoly, Star Wars Monopoly, all that shit.
Yeah, Pokemon Monopoly. I
have Pokemon. I haven't played that one yet though.
We actually, like right before I was about to be induced to give birth, we were playing Monopoly. Before we left the house, we started a Monopoly game.
On like PS5, or were we playing on the board?
No, we played on PS5.
Okay. I was like, I don't remember that. What did I flip the board and get in the car?
This was after the fight? That's so, right?
Yeah, it was years after the fight. We still play Monopoly.
Oh, you played Monopoly after?
100 times at least.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we have played
This
Monopoly.
This was not a make or breaker, like a deal breaker on Monopoly. The relationship, maybe. The relationship got rocky. But Monopoly was still like, no, we're going to play this game. I love this game.
Also, when we went to Italy and we were researching Italy, we found out that like the Monopoly master of the world was in Italy. So
The world
Steve was
champion.
like ready to like rebook the whole trip and go to that city.
Like, is there a world championship of Monopoly?
Apparently, and this guy who
I mean,
lives in
there
Italy
must
won.
be if this guy is like the world champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna beat his ass.
Yeah, Steve was like,
You want
"I'm
to
gonna
make a
show up
trade?"
there with the he was like, I'm not going to bring the super fancy Monopoly board. I'm going to bring the shitty one. We have one that has like potato chip stains on it. That's very old. He's like, I'm going to bring the shitty stained one, and I'm going to fight this fucking guy in Monopoly, and I'm going to win.
How many Monopoly boards do you guys have?
Oh, 5 at least, right?
That's funny. I was actually going to say 5, yeah.
I think
'Cause
it's
we
5.
have Pokemon, the Pokemon Monopoly, Sore Loser Monopoly, the Fancy Rich one, the Millennium one.
And what's like
and
the
then
other
that's
weird
not even
rules
counting,
one?
That's not counting the card game or the PS5 game.
Oh yeah, there's a card game too.
A Monopoly?
Yeah, it's not Monopoly at all, really. It's like you play cards. But there's another one where it's like weird rules that we never play. I can't remember what the fuck it is,
Oh
but
wait,
we have it.
don't we have like America Monopoly?
Yeah. Oh, I love that one. If you land
Yeah,
on
it's
free
like
parking,
trivia,
you get a
right?
trivia question about America, and if you answer it right, you can go to any space on the board.
Wow. How is Steve to play Mario Party with?
So this is where I am a bitch because I'm like, you can't take stars from me because there's computers you could take stars from, so that's not fair.
But what if they
So,
don't have any, and only you have one?
Then that's too bad.
See, even then,
Are you allowed to take stars from him?
no, that's
No,
the deal.
absolutely not.
Oh.
No.
I would lose my
It's just a
absolute shit. Are you
rule that,
kidding?
like,
Oh, if
we're
it
in a
was only one
relationship that we're
life.
trying to continue, so we're nice to each other and we don't take stars from each other.
Yeah, it's the only way to get me to not take stars from her, by the way, is I'm like, well, at least you won't steal from me then. Fine, even Steven.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. That's not fair.
Is that a rule because Steve plays the game more and like knows the mini games better? So
No,
just
not at all. He's definitely better at mini games for sure, but no, that's just, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't want to fight you. Please don't make me scream at you. So please don't take stars from me.
I feel like that's part of Mario Party is the betraying your closest loved ones.
I know, that's what Steve says too, which is funny because my 11-year-old niece slept over and we played Mario Party and she took a star from me and I was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Oh my
I
God.
got so mad. And then the next day when I dropped her off, she told my brother that I cursed at her and I was like, I didn't curse at you, I cursed around you.
It was like a legitimate fight between her and this 11-year-old.
Like, did you-
Like, it was not like she was really mad at her. Like, why would you fucking do that?
Steve was like, you gotta calm down. Like, Steve's never been angry about a game in his entire life.
Well, true.
Did you warn your niece, like, as she's clicking down
she
to
knows-
your name, like, don't
she knows
do it?
I'm like this. She knows I'm like this. And yeah,
No,
when
she
she was
let her do it.
deciding, I was like, oh no, she didn't even steal a star from me. It was like she had to steal coins from somebody, and Steve had like 90 coins, and I had 20, and she took them from me instead. And she was like, oh well, you're closer to the star. And I was like, what is your fucking problem?
You know, it was great strategy. She drained her right before, so she couldn't buy the star. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's right. Actually, that's exactly why Steve was on her side because
That's what
he
you
didn't get
gotta
fucked
do.
over.
I'm
even
like,
though he
this
should've
girl's
been.
got the great competitive spirit in her. She knows, like, this is what I got to do to win. She can't have a star. And it was like, you bitch! How could you? I'm your aunt. Why would you take from me?
I did not.
No, you didn't say you
I didn't
bitch.
even-
You didn't even
I
say
did
the
not
second
say
part
you
either.
bitch. I said, what the fuck?
There was a little a dirty look and like some contempt, real contempt
Oh, I
that
was
filled the
definitely
air
mad.
for the next like hour over the Mario Party
Oh
thing.
yeah, I will not deny I was super pissed her.
So funny.
I will not deny that at all.
It just means you're competitive, I
Yes,
guess.
exactly.
Not the Mario Party thing. I don't know. The Mario Party thing. I'm competitive. That's why I'm like, I want to beat you with this game.
Oh, true.
But
Yeah,
she's like, no, we can't compete with each other because or no, I guess it is. She's too competitive. So if we do fight each other, we're gonna fight each other in real life too. So she
Yes,
wants to
that's
avoid that.
exactly what I'm trying to avoid. I don't want to fight you in real life, so please just be a little nice right now. That's all I'm asking.
Oh my God, I would so steal a star from you right now.
That's it, dude. It's so tempting. Wait, especially if she's
You're
like,
telling me not to do it.
and anytime she's doing well,
Ever like go down and she's Peach, and you're like, oh, I guess I'll have to steal a star from Luigi. Peach.
I haven't, but I have done things where, like, you know, the poison mushroom you can give to someone.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, I'll just click random, and of course it lands on her, and she goes, "Fuck you! You did that on purpose." And I'm like, I literally could not have done that on purpose. I clicked random.
Yeah, you don't allow him to even click random steal.
No, I allow him to do whatever he wants. I can't control him.
She's right. It's just there are after, but depending on what I do,
Yeah.
I get
You just have to deal with the what the fuck after.
exactly.
All right, at least you're like you're aware of it. It's not like you're doing
yeah.
it. Yeah. I like it.
Do you
But
think?
you also have to be aware of the fact that I'm going to be like, yo, what the fuck is your problem? Susan?
It's just not worth it. I'll fight the computer.
Do you guys have a record? Like,
No,
Yeah, I guess it doesn't keep track.
it might
I
on
don't
the
think
Switch.
so.
Yeah, because you sign in as different people.
We
right?
gotta check when I get home. Who's the Mario Party champ?
It's definitely you.
It's me.
That's why you want to check. 'Cause it's you.
We gotta check.
If you thought it was
definitely
me, you'd be like, yeah, I don't know. I don't even
There's
know how
no
we
way
figured
you
that
can
out.
find anything like that
Yeah.
out. It's a new game every time you start. No, it's
Yep.
definitely got some info saved on there.
I also do want to point out that before Steve and I started dating, when we were friends, we were at a party and people were playing him in Mortal Kombat and nobody could beat him. And then I was like, oh, I'll try. And I kicked his ass and he like flipped out.
It was not Mortal Kombat. It was Soul Calibur 2.
Oh, Soul Calibur, whatever.
And yeah, I did freak out because I was like, "Oh, you weren't even really trying. You were just pressing buttons. You just got lucky."
You're just mashing buttons. So
I
that's how
couldn't
you
let
play
it go
that
because
game.
people were obviously shitting on me, like, "Oh, because I was kicking everyone's ass," and then all of a sudden, this girl comes out of nowhere and beats my ass. So I went from "Haha, yeah, good job" to like, "No, but for real, she was just pressing buttons." I wasn't trying that hard, and she got lucky. I'll beat her right now. Didn't I make you play me again? And I like destroyed you. I
think
made an example of you because I was like, "See, told you I was good at this."
Either you made me and I refused, and I was like, no, I'm not going to play you again, or I went along with it and you were so aggressive about it that I was just like, all right, I know what this guy's problem is.
Yeah, I spurged out. I absolutely. I tried to laugh it off at first, but I was like, no, I'm really good at this game. She even know what she's doing.
How did
Yeah.
she beat you?
She was just pressing buttons. I don't know.
I just mashed buttons.
If you've ever played a fighting game,
Yes, you can mash buttons.
you can button mash.
That's not true.
Not against
I
someone
have
that's
played
pretty
fighting games
good.
before. I've just never played Soul Calibur, and I just happen to know like what character I could like. I'm like, oh, I mash these buttons repeatedly, and it seems to work with this character. So I just picked some chick,
She
and
caught
I
you.
just
Yep.
kept like he didn't have time to rebound basically, and he flipped out.
Yeah, she just beat me.
And like the first round I won, he was like, ha ha ha, all right, like you got that one.
You
And
know,
then I beat
after
him
that
again,
first
and he was
round,
like, what the fuck?
my hands were
he was
locking up.
trying after the first.
Dude, I was
round.
trying so hard. My hands were locking up. Like, you know when you like you're not like smoothly moving. I was trying so hard. It was insane. I remember feeling like no matter what I did, like her character was just quicker and just kept hitting me every time I went to hit her. And yeah, I'm like squeezing the control. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This game fucking bullshit. Yeah, that was all. Yeah, and I think after that, I played everyone again because I was like, no, I have to reestablish my dominance
You beat everyone again.
again. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, Caitlin. I'm glad we didn't
Oh,
really
no
settle
problem.
anything.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, honey pie sugar buns.
No problem, sweetie pie.